welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue, and today we are doing a first impressions on Rudecosmetics. So I have never used Rudecosmetics yet, but I do follow them on Instagram. Their stuff looks really cute all the time. Their prices seem affordable. It's just not a brand I ever had a chance to try, but I was lucky enough to win a giveaway from them on Instagram. So I get to try a couple products out. We're going to be creating the look you see here. I've already done a unboxing as well as swatches in a previous video. If that's what you want to see, make sure you check that out. Today's video is just going to be creating a makeup look and getting a first impressions of the products that I received. So what I received is the Spellbook palette in Allure. So they have a Spellbook collection with, I think they have 4 other gorgeous little 9-pan palettes, but this is the one I received. Very unique to my collection. I know most people wouldn't be able to say that about a fully neutral palette, but I think this might be my only 100% neutral palette in my collection. So definitely unique to me, and we'll be creating this eye look with that. I also received their 4 Spellbook lip oils. These are also a part of the Spellbook collection, and I will be trying one of these on today. I, again, did swatch them all in a previous video, and I did put one on in that video as well, just because I felt like it. We'll be trying a different one on today, and yeah, we'll be, like I said, creating this look. I'm so excited to be trying out a brand new brand to me personally here and playing with some makeup. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. Alrighty guys, so we are dipping into the Spellbook Allure palette from Rudecosmetics. So if you've been here for any amount of time, you know I'm not really a neutral makeup user, but I'm very excited to play with the palette and see what we can create. So I'm thinking we're gonna start with this one here, which is Soulmate and Cosmic, this kind of pinky mauve shade. Like I said, I don't really use these shades very often, so hopefully I can create something pretty. So starting with Soulmate, I'm just gonna brush that all along the brow bone. I love having a nice easy transition shade in the brow bone. So if there's one in the palette, depending on the kind of look I'm doing, I will usually pop that up in the brow bone. I'm just using a nice big fluffy brush. And then maybe what I'll do, yeah, we'll start with, what is this, Cosmic? I think I'm gonna pop that in the center of the lid. Just gonna set the palette down and grab my mirror. That's deeper than I anticipated it being. I don't mind that it's a deeper shade. I like a lot of pigment in my shades, so I don't mind that. I'm just getting that all along the center part of my lid and even pulled up into my crease, just with a smaller fluffy brush. I'm going to go back in with the first brush with just a little bit more Soulmate, just to try and diffuse the edges just a little bit here. There's definitely some fallout, but that's why I always do the eyes first. I think next what I'm going to go, lots of fallout in the pan too, which is fine. But I think next I'm going to go into this one here. This one, it looks like it has like a bit of a red tint to it. So this is Eternity. And I want to pop that. We're kind of going to go for a halo eye. So I'm going to pop this on either of the edges, like either side of that first matte. I did, by the way, already prime my eyes. I just used my Morphe eye primer. You can use whatever primer you prefer if you're trying to follow along to this video here. I like to really take my time with my blends. I'm gonna go back into the brush that had Cosmic on it, and then back into Eternity. Now to go into something even a little bit deeper, we'll probably use Constellation. This is it looks like a, not quite a full shimmer. Looks like maybe it's a matte with some glitter in it, but we're gonna pop that on either side as well. Actually, I would call that a shimmer. I'm still gonna use it though. just because it is our probably deepest shade. So for the halo eye, I want it on either side still. I did swatch these for my unboxing, but I forgot what they all exactly looked like. Had I looked back at that, I would have known this was a shimmer, but honestly, that's okay. I don't mind. I am okay putting shimmers where they wouldn't maybe necessarily go for some people. Like, I love it on the lower lash line. A lot of people don't. So I don't mind using a shimmer for something like this. I think it'll still execute well. I'm going to go back into Eternity now on either side and just make sure to blend the shades together a little bit more. Same thing on the outer edge. And that glitter performed really well without a glimmer grasp. I will still use a glimmer grasp for right in the center, but I'm pretty happy with how it performed without, because I didn't realize it was going to be a shimmer. It's a really pretty formula actually for that shimmer. Okay, let's go ahead and pop something in the center. I don't know which shade will be the brightest. Probably Celine here, if I had to guess, or Apollo. I'm just putting a little bit of glimmer grasp on the back of my hand, and I just want to pop that right in the center of the halo eye. Just using my finger, and then just gonna look at a couple shades. Ooh, I mean, they'll both look really nice. I think it's between these two. So this one's Apollo and this one is Celine. I feel like, oh, this is hard. This time we'll go in with Celine, I think. So again, I'm just applying that with my finger. I'm just slowly like blending it because I want it to kind of dissolve outwards so that there's a little shimmer, but like it kind of fades out, I guess. I think that's looking really, really cute though. I do have a little bit of watering on my eye here. That happens pretty frequently with me, and I've been doing makeup a lot lately. Like, I haven't taken a day off in a little bit, so my eyes probably just want me to take a day without makeup, but I don't wanna. That's looking really, really cute, guys. Just touching up all the shades. I'm not picking up any extra product. I'm just going back in with the brushes that had the different shades in it and kind of working the shades a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Okay, I think that's cute. What do I want to do for my lower lash line? Oh, and do I want something in my inner corner? Decisions. I think I'm just gonna pop Constellations on the lower lash line. Nothing too crazy. So I'm just running Constellations along that lower lash line. I think that's really nice. Okay, now I just need to figure out my inner corner. I kind of wish there was just a pop of color. This, I think, is my only palette that doesn't even have a single pop of color in it. But you know what, we'll just take Apollo, because that was the other shade I was considering putting in that center. So we'll just go ahead and pop that on the inner corner. So I'm just popping a tiny bit of glimmer grasp. I don't want it to overtake the look by any means. So I'm just prepping nice and close to that inner corner. And this one here is Apollo. So I'm going into that. And I'm just placing that pretty tight in the inner corner here. Yeah, I think that looks cute. It's so weird to see me in a all neutral look. I don't dislike it by any means. I think it looks really, really nice. And I do think, just going back in with that first brush, softening all those edges up top. But I do think it's a really cool change for me to do something like this. I know that's crazy, but Okay, I'm gonna hop off, catch the other eye up, do most of my face, and then I'm gonna hop back on and we're gonna pick one of these to go with it. These are the Spellbook lip oils, but they are very pigmented. I did swatches of them in my unboxing video, so if you want to see swatches of all of them, check that video out. But if you want to just see which color I pick and the completed look, then that will come shortly here. I'll be right on back. Alrighty guys, we are back with almost a full face of makeup. I just need to decide which lip oil I want to include. So I've already used the purple. I did pop that one on in my unboxing video, just because I wanted to try a couple little things out, even though I wasn't doing a first impressions. So really, I'm picking between these three, and honestly, with such a neutral palette, I feel like these colors are not ones I would usually go for. I'd probably go for like a brown shade or even like a mauve pink. But we've got two reds and a black that I haven't put on the lips yet. I've only swatched. I think I'm gonna go with the lighter red of the options. Again, I don't think I would actually pick any of these shades with this eye look, but I want to use another product that came in my Rudecosmetics giveaway prize. So I'm going to start with a lip liner here. Look how ugly. My Colourpop ones always sharpen badly and just aren't the best. But this is the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in Overtime. I'm just going to do a little bit of a lip line before popping on that lip oil. Alrighty, I think I'm happy with my lip liner. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of lip oil. This one is in the shade Dreambind. It doesn't have a nice smell. I'll tell you that right off the hop. But that color... that looks really nice. I really do like how that color looks. It really just feels like a lip gloss. There's a little bit of stickiness to it. It probably won't have super good longevity. I personally typically like products that fully dry down, but I don't mind doing like a lip liner and a gloss. So in that regard, I think something like this would be a great quick throw a lip together and still have something beautiful. Again, I don't know what the longevity will be like. When I tried it on for my unboxing, I was just getting home from work, unboxing a few things, and then like showering. Today I'm just hanging out at home, so I don't know how long this will last on me today, but I do think feel-wise it seems okay. But with that said, guys, this is the completed look. Let's go ahead and zoom out and we will finish up the video. Alrighty guys, so to finish off the look here, I went in with my Unearthlycosmetics Satin Sorcery Primer. I also went in with my Covergirl Blurring Skin Tint. Very excited to get this one all used up. I feel like I'm slowly making some progress on her. I also went in with my QO Blush Stick, and I went in with this shade here. This one is Kiss. I used that side. Then I went in with my Lashstep eyeshadow stick in Crystal. I really like this, but it came in broken and it's now almost empty, so definitely prioritizing that one as well. To set everything, I started with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. I was using this one on my under eye as well as around my nose, just because it does set a little bit better. But because I'm trying to use up my CoverGirl Clean Invisible setting powder, I used this for the rest of the face. I did end up repressing it a little bit ago, so this is what she looks like right now. Prior, there was just like a broken chunk, so I just went ahead and repressed it so that I could hopefully use it up a little bit easier. After my face was completely set, I ended up going into my Bebella Blush Color Quad. This is their light quad. I received this in an Ice Cream Beauty box, which I really do miss. I wish they would come back. I'm at the point I don't think they ever will. And if they do, it's going to be really hard for them to get their customers' trust back, honestly. But I do really miss them, and I still love everything I've gotten in their boxes for the most part. I went in with Classy. Sorry, I went on a tangent there. They were the coolest subscription box. But then I also did a highlighter. So this was my first time using this one, and this is JustXimena. I've never heard of this brand prior, but I got this in an Ipsy box, and it's in a sparkling champagne color. I don't have a lot of like warmer highlights, so I decided to use this one, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm happy to have this cute little one in my collection here. So for my eyes, as you know, I went in with my Morphe Eye Primer and then my Unearthly Glimmer Grasp. Of course, I went in with my Allure Spellbook Rudecosmetics eyeshadow palette. For mascara, I went in with my Essence Lash Princess mascara. I feel like it's getting empty, so I'm excited to have another empty, maybe in the near future. You never know with those kind of products. I also went in with my Bebella gel pencil. My Bebella gel pencil liner here. I love this one. Yeah, it's in Nude, and yeah, I really, really enjoy it. I did also throw a little bit of one of my Colourpop Glitterally Obsessed in just the brow bone. This one is in Keep It Platonic. And then, of course, for my lips, you did already see, but I'm still gonna tell you here. I went in with my Colourpop Lippy Pencil in Overtime, and then I did choose the lighter red of the two for the lip oils, and this one is in Dreambind. I just put it back in the box because I don't know. I don't know why I did, because I wanted to. Those are everything I used to finish off the look. I, of course, had a couple gems that I just got off Amazon. I glue them on with lash glue. Lashes are also off of Amazon. Now let's talk about my first impressions here. Starting with the eyeshadow palette. Sorry, I have an itch. So, the Rudecosmetics Allure eyeshadow palette here. For the mattes, I think everything has really good pigment. Everything blended really well. I will say that from my understanding, neutral shades are a little bit easier to make than some colorful shades. So this isn't my opinion for all Rudecosmetics eyeshadow, of course. But in this case, everything I used performed really well. I used 3 of the matte shades already, and then I used 2, I guess technically 3 shimmers. The shimmers also performed well. There's clearly a couple different formulas. These 2 are going to be the same formula. These 2 are going to be the same formula. And then this one's going to be a little bit different, a little extra sparkly. So what I did use performed really well. This one I think can work really well still blending into the mattes, which is kind of how I used it in this look, but it would work really well as a nice shimmer as well because it's the darkest shade. I will most likely use it the way I would typically a matte, but I don't mind doing that. I think it kind of pushes me out of what I normally would do. So yeah, I have no complaints about that. I know a lot of people prefer their deepest shade to be a matte, and in most cases I can understand why, but I think it seems to work pretty well in this palette with said formula being the deepest shade. So yeah, I think everything performed really well. It's all up to the standards that I have playing with other... I don't know if Rudecosmetics is indie or not because they're very big. I think they have like 1 million followers on Instagram. So I genuinely am not sure if they're indie or not. I probably should look into that. But they do have the quality that I expect eyeshadows to have. So I'm very pleased to have this, and yeah, it's going to be a great addition to my collection because I don't have any fully nude palettes at the moment. As for the lip oils, I most likely wouldn't layer these on top of a lot of lip products, but just with a liner and then this, I think it feels pretty nice on the lips. It just feels like when I do a lip pencil with a gloss, which has become a pretty frequent go-to routine of mine for doing a nice simple lip combo. I think the pigments are beautiful. They don't smell very nice. They smell very... I don't really know how to explain it, but they don't have a good smell. Some lip products, you smell them and they have a really nice scent to them. These don't have that, but the pigment is nice. They look really nice on the lips. They do have a tiny bit of tingling. It's not burning, it's not hurting, it's not causing any discomfort, but there is a little bit of that tingly, lip plumping feel to them. I don't think they say anything about them being a plumper on the products themselves, but I noticed it in both my last video where I unboxed and tried one on, as well as this video. So I do think they have a little bit of plumping properties. I don't know why I was saying tinting, but of plumping properties in them. That said, so far I'm really pleased with these products, and I'm very excited to play with them some more. As you know, I always do the no pan left behind with a palette, so we'll definitely be creating a couple more looks with this palette very soon to make sure that I try everything in the palette here. When I do that, I'll probably play with a couple more of the lip oils, but time will tell. So I think that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the look I created and my input on these products here. I'm so grateful to have won the giveaway and got to try a new brand because of it. If you did enjoy this video, you are more than welcome to leave me a thumbs up. It does help my channel out a lot. If you wanted to subscribe to my channel, that basically just bookmarks me, so I'm nice and easy to find. If you want to be notified every time I post, which is approximately twice a week, you can hit the bell icon. And if you want to hype up my channel, it just helps push me out to other people to hopefully get to enjoy my content. I believe those are all the buttons. If you have any thoughts or opinions about Rudecosmetics, let me know down below if you've tried them. First impressions, I'm really pleased, but again, this is just my first time trying them, so I'd love to hear any thoughts down below. And aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!